Okay, should be going live now. Nothing's broken. Nothing's broken. Doors closed. Everything's working. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Brilliant. You're right, boys and girls. If there's any audio issues or anything like that, please do tell me. I'm sure you will anyway. As expected, we have Louis with us.
Hello.
But we've also got Andrew, who we're going to try in different formats today. We're going to have Andrew playing while I ask Louis questions, because we realise that it's near impossible to play this game and give good answers. So we'll give that a whack. I'm just logging in here as well to get the questions. And I mean, you can go straight at it, man.
Oh, okay.
Click over there and go for it.
Any specific tier you want to start me on?
No. Start on your main one, because that's actually a pretty cool robot. It's fun to watch.
I love this baby.
And it comes straight after the helium change as well. Mm-hmm. You were using it long before the helium changes, but you just got spare CPU now, which is pretty cool.
No, I've got plenty.
That is, I always enjoy watching you play that. Actually, it's quite cool.
Thank you.
Let's see now. Is there anything in the chat that I need to be worried about? Nope, everything's looking good. Sweet. And I can log into here, making sure that my password isn't visible. Oh, actually, it auto-logged in. I really should stop it from doing that. And here we go. So, Louis, all right, sweet. Like, look at that. The stream isn't crashing.
Beautiful.
We had a horrible stream on Tuesday where apparently the internet in the building was extremely slow, which caused OBS to repeatedly stop. But we're over that now. We've got fast internet. We've got Andrew with us, which is an extra plus. So yeah, let's. I thought he was in practice mode for a second when someone spawned it. I was like, oh my god, a bug. So yeah, cool. Welcome, Louis.
Thank you very much. It's nice to be here.
Cool. So Louis is our Portuguese junior designer and has been at the company. We won't do that extra crappy thing that we did like 3-4 times at the beginning.
Wasn't you like first one here?
Yeah, no kidding. So Lou and I joined within a month of each other. He was one of the first devs to join after the 5 founders joined, and I joined very shortly afterwards. Let's see. And here are the questions for the stream. Sweet. So do you want to just give us a bit of background with me to start off with? Like, you went to university, how do you end up at Freejam?
Well, near end of graduation, a friend of mine saw that there was a position going at Freejam for some community managers. It was only an internship, but luckily enough, after my internship, I was offered a job literally a month before I graduated, which was great for me.
Sorry, Andrew, do you want to alt-tab down to the bottom right there and just reduce the volume on Robocraft by a bit?
Yeah.
I don't think the stream can hear that, but I know I can.
Is that on TV?
Yeah. Oh no, not the whole thing. Just hit the mixer at the bottom right. There you go. And just drop Robocraft by about half of what it is. There you go. Perfect. Cool. Cheers, dude. So yeah, you started an internship.
Yeah, started my internship. Like I said, after the month's internship, I was offered a position here, which was great. You know, just after graduation, I think it was obviously, I tried my best to impress them, so they'd give me the job, but I also think partially lucky that I happened to find one, because a lot of my friends have spent a lot of time looking in the games industry, and some of them still have not managed to get into it.
A lot. It's a strange mix, I think, with getting jobs in the game industry, which is kind of part skill. Obviously, you need to be good enough one way or the other, but it's also, there's a huge amount of luck to it.
Yeah.
Like, the reason I'm at Freejam is because, as you said, I actually saw someone who was like, oh, we need a Japanese speaker. And I was like, oh, how fortunate that I studied Japanese and then saw this post specifically, and then came to do the interview and progressed from there. Awesome, cool. Let's see what questions we have. So, for anyone who's not aware, we ran a Reddit thread for a while and had people asking questions on there. So we have some of the highest rated ones here, and I guess we will start with hovers, since hovers have been talked about for quite some time. Khan987 asks, what are the plans to fix hovers? Whoa.
So, hovers were coded right at the start when Freejam's first started working on Robocraft, so obviously we've learned quite a lot about how to make our functional pieces work a little bit better since then. So, for the moment, we're doing some fixes to hovers, hopefully coming out in the next major patch. But we will be at some point, hopefully, rewriting the whole of the hover code so that it reacts a little bit better than the way you expect it to. I mean, I can't go into exact details about it because obviously it needs to be investigated by a programmer. But we definitely have plans to look into the hovers to make them much more reliable.
I think that's kind of a major thing, really, with Robocraft as well. I know our older players will appreciate it more, but Freejam was founded as literally five guys,
Yeah.
and developed this game from scratch from there.
Hell of a job.
And yeah, and so a lot of the code is extremely old. So people look at our chat functionality, for example, they say you don't have scrolling on this or local chat logs and stuff like that, and it's like, what? Those weren't necessities
At the time,
they weren't
exactly.
needs.
I mean, when you've got such a small team, it's always a question of, do you want to add a small extra bit of functionality, or do you want to add a new feature?
Yeah.
And I think, whilst the functionality obviously in the long run may annoy players, I think most of them would rather have a new feature than a scrolling text bar. I mean, that's been the thinking in the office anyway.
And unfortunately, the five founders includes Rick, who's an artist, so his talent was basically wasted entirely, and we could have had an extra programmer. And so it was really unfortunate there and then. So if anyone feels like the code is lacking, it's literally Rick's existence that's occurring.
So that's down. I'm sure the programmers could have managed all the art and error. They would have had to learn from scratch, but it can't take that long.
Game would have looked the same, honestly. Do you want to click off of there, dude, so we can see the chat a bit better? Avac's in chat, I saw.
Oh, hello, Avac.
And
love your videos.
And he
And robots.
He
And robots.
complimented my voice, so now I'm getting a bit
lovely.
fangirly.
Well, actually, there's another person. I don't know if Rosefall. Oh, he does make YouTube videos, doesn't he?
Yeah,
Rosefall's another great YouTuber. I like stealing his robots frequently.
I was about to say, you
Yeah,
could say
brilliant.
your robots are awfully similar to all of his. So similar, in fact, it's almost like you copied them directly.
No, that'd be
From a
cheating.
database.
That would be cheating. Never, no.
How's this going anyway? Hit tab.
What's he doing? Oh, one kill, Andrew.
Yeah.
Rubbish.
It's
It's like he's not even trying.
just wait till I hit like level 2. Let's see, I'm already being shot.
They ain't even got any guns anymore. 5 minutes. 5 minutes, Arconia sort of had all 3 towers and half the enemy's health down.
Yeah, what's going on?
That's because I captured 2. I captured basically the 3 towers there.
Oh yeah, I see the excuses coming.
It's so nice not having to play and talk at the same time. You can just mock Andrew. Fantastic.
Next question.
Yeah, sure. We'll leave that one a little later because I wanna disperse that halfway through some serious questions.
This one next.
Yeah, you like that one?
Yeah.
Oh wait, no. That one. Leave that one. I've got plans for that one. So dark maps are a good one.
Yeah.
That's quite a soft question.
Okay.
As we first get used to it. So I'll do the whole thing. Morris Casper asks, is there ever going to be a dark map? And how much... Oh wait, no, that's the second tech points. Will there ever be a dark map? That other question gets answered in a minute.
So, there's been considerations within Freejam for dark maps. I mean, we like the idea, we just haven't really had time to consider its implementation. I mean, it seems like a waste to have a dark map where exclusively lights are needed, because obviously lights then become a really easy source of finding everyone on the map. I mean, it's going to be completely dark and you're going to not be able to see anything. Turn your lights on, it's like a giant hello, I'm right here, come kill me please. So
everyone strips their robots down of electroplates so they can't be seen.
Yeah, exactly.
No one actually has any lights because there's no reason to have one up and get killed.
I mean, it's definitely been something that we've considered and talked about at Freejam. So I can't say anything for the future, but it's not something that we are immediately kicking out. But I think for us at the moment, the best thing for us to do moving forward would be to create other kinds of maps, you know, finish off the ice maps and go on to maybe some other types of maps, some other environments, 'cause I think that's a little bit more interesting than a dark map.
Really looking forward to that next map though.
I had a look at it the other day, it looks very cool.
It's a mixture of Sergei and Hunners. If they had a bastard child, it would be that ice map. It would also be terrifying. Sergei's facial hair and Hunners' long hair. Gorgeous.
Interesting mixture. I'm would be very interested in adding new maps rather than doing a dark map, a new environmental maps anyway.
I need to go back and heal.
Just checking out the... Oh, hey, Uzil's here. Wasn't he just streaming?
Trollman. 20,000.
Yeah, no, Uzil, stuff's going well, man. It was internet problems apparently in the entire building yesterday, which caused it all to go down. So things are going smooth now. Actually, having said that, my appreciate... Oh god, Hunners is in chat. My appreciation to Gotcho helped me get the video footage from Robocraft working again.
You didn't miss anything, Showmofa. No worries.
I just want to sit here and kind of read what people say, but I guess I'll ask you a question and then read what they say and pretend I'm listening to you. That's very interesting. Where are we? That one. Oh, I copied that twice. I see. That's where that one.
Go for this one.
Yeah, no, I like that. So Koakuma asks, what is the discussion about ground mobility and speed like at the design team? Are you guys actively discussing this topic, or is it shut down completely?
No topic is really ever shut down in Freejam. I mean, we frequently have discussions about a massive variety of them.
Helium just got reduced in CPU, so clearly discussions happen no matter how long after.
I mean, obviously it's not like our constant focus is how all the movement types are doing, but we are frequently discussing them and frequently looking at the balance between them. I mean, obviously we know that some people find at different times certain movement types frustrating. Like I have seen posts on the forums with people asking about the wheels and the speed that they go causes some issues with the mobility. So I mean, obviously this is stuff we do look at. We try to look for player feedback, but also play the game ourselves and see what we feel it's like, so that we have both the opinions of the community and our own objective opinions on.
Honestly, I question whether Sergey actually does any work. Every time I walk over, he's playing Robocraft.
I think that's important. I think it's great to play a lot of your own game, because if you can play a lot of your own game, then when players say, hey, do you know about this? Do you understand about how this meta works? You're not just understanding it from having read other players' feedback, but you intimately know it yourself. You go, oh no, I've actually participated in that. I like this new kind of meta. My robot is also like this. And I understand where you're coming from, but having played it myself, I also see its strengths.
We genuinely do play Robocraft. We trash talk each other in the office especially when you guys are playing tests. By the way, I think that robot looks gorgeous. Put aside any sides of is it competitive or not? But that's a really beautiful robot. Also, Martison from chat, I see you, boy. He's like, notice me, senpai. I see you. Senpai sees you.
Yeah, I mean, I think any sort of issues that the community are talking about now is something that's already been discussed within Freejam. And we always, I know people sometimes say that we don't look at the forums often enough. I promise you every single day.
That's been proven wrong really heavily this week.
I know, I mean, we are every day looking at the forum posts. We may not choose always to discuss our internal discussions on the forums, but we definitely are always discussing what you guys say.
What even is that question? Oh no, now everyone wants Senpai to notice them. I specifically don't notice you. Hold of Tanks is cool. You specifically I don't notice. Let's see. I wrote Orchon because there's questions that I want to answer.
Go ahead.
But I thought I was about to read out Orchon as someone who's asking the question, Let's roll some more for you.
There was a couple like this one.
Yeah. All right, TP stuff. So this is stuff everyone wants to know. It has been posted on the forums before to an extent, but it's a good opportunity to say it to anyone who doesn't know. What are you going to do with all the tech points that all the players have accumulated up to now? And that's from Khan987.
Yeah. So obviously we'll be doing something with them. It seems a shame to throw all the work people have done away just by getting rid of them. So there will definitely be some additions. For having had so many. Some of the ideas we're throwing around at the moment is a flat RP equivalent to the amount of tech points you've earned based on the tier, which I think is probably quite a fair way of redistributing them. But we could still consider maybe some other options, but I think probably RP1 is the simplest to go with. We can decide amount per tier and then just reward everyone for that.
I'm thinking like you've got players who have 100,000 tier 10 tech points. Which means they probably have enough RP to buy everything like over again, all sorts of stuff. How about if anyone with above 10,000 tech points, tier 10 tech points, we delete half their inventory and it refreshes the game for them, so they have to go through it again and rebuy stuff and build up from scratch.
I think that's a brilliant idea. I mean, of course, they might not like it instantly, but I think everyone will really
in the long term.
Yeah, in the long term, they'll really appreciate being forced to go back to
Still waiting to be invited to the design team, by the way. These sorts of ideas, they just get wasted otherwise.
These guys are going towards my base. No, you're not.
How's it going, Andrew?
Yeah, it's going.
Have you got 20 kills yet? Well, you can't even defend your own base. Jesus. Just 3 of them rolling in. That guy didn't even look at you. Look, you didn't even see you as a threat. You missed him. How embarrassing. Who will he go for first?
It's fine, man. There's only 350 people.
Yeah.
Look up! Look up!
They are allergic to it. That's a pretty cool looking robot.
That is a really sexy looking robot.
Yeah.
Reminds me a bit of Rose.
Admire it for a bit.
Because you destroyed it.
Yeah. I'm sorry, mate.
I'm just KS.
That wasn't even me. Who took my kill?
Who took my kill? /Warn. Is there any plans in the future for a campaign? We don't know, dude. We're trying to make sure that there's a well-existing kind of online before we can even think about that.
I wouldn't ever say never, but I don't really think that's something that we'd consider anytime soon.
Definitely not soon. Soon is the important word there.
Yeah, exactly. We have, obviously, I'm not going to discuss anything, but we do have a lot of interesting ideas that we've got in the pipeline for the next few months. So I think we'll be concentrating on making sure all those features are working well and getting them out before we think of anything else. And I'm excited for those features. We were talking about it earlier in the office, saying, you know, the next 3-4 months of features is going to be pretty cool.
Yeah, no, definitely. Did you just get one shot?
Yeah, I didn't even see the shot though.
Yeah, you just took it.
But it's rails are overpowered anyway, really.
Yeah, I know, exactly.
Get rid of them.
What you need is robots that are only use thrusters for movement, electroplates, and a small number of SMGs to be, because those are skill builds. You need that build specifically to be extremely powerful, and everything else can just basically die.
It'd be an interesting way to play the game.
So frustrating.
It's like capture the tower.
But it's the bloodlust. Like, you see someone flipping around, it's like, I've done that to them. That is my overclock cycles that guy's death will give me. Even if you're overclock cycle 13, that increment underneath the kill counter next to my name is why I exist.
Alright, rush that.
See if there's another question.
Yeah, sure. I was just going through there as well because we're blitzing through them pretty well. So what haven't we done? All right, this one's from Cluely. He asks, Louis, you seem to enjoy air plasma a lot.
I do like air plasma.
Have you played with my balls?
I have not played with your robot yet, Cluely, unfortunately. Your beautiful ballsy robot, but it would be interesting to try. I have the ability to steal it straight from your account, so maybe one day you'll see me gracing the skies with your beautiful robot.
Spherical in all your glory.
Oh, that'd be definitely an interesting game. See how that flies. Yeah, I mean...
You see those questions, you know, they're just like, why has that been upvoted? Yeah, damn it, Cluely.
Why has it been upvoted? It's obviously the internet, of course it's upvoted.
Balls.
Yeah, air plasma has always been my favourite. I think once we added Aeroforce to the game, that was basically my class set. I do really like the rotors at the moment, and there's a robot that Roseful made, which was a SMG front-facing robot with all the rotors at the back line, and that is an absolutely killer robot.
Actually, in one of our first streams, the audience did see me playing that really, really badly. So,
hello, Hannah.
Hannes, please.
The distractions.
If he's not in chat, he's coming here physically.
The artist has appeared.
I can't ignore him. He's just standing there with his coffee.
Carbon 6 wheels. Of course, we will obviously be extending the Carbon 6 series and making other series of interesting cosmetics. So, I mean, I really love the Carbon 6 series.
Oh yeah, they're beautiful.
Some people have made really amazing robots with it.
Oh, there's some gorgeous stuff. I'm so uncreative.
No.
Like, don't say I know. Say, oh, is that so?
Oh no, you're not uncreative.
Why won't that be? But like, it's like I've got all the black ones and the orange ones. And I'm just like, all right, cool. And then you make it, and it's just like this. This makes no sense. This is just there.
Yeah. No. Obviously my skills are more in the copying and pasting of robots into my account.
So sick. Andrew is our creative.
Yeah, well, him and Dave, I think between the two of them, they make 90% of the robots. Rick used to have skills in it, but he's obviously let his slack pretty hard.
He's like 65, 66 now, and he's getting on in years. Yeah, I know.
I do steal some inspiration from Dave as well, though.
Yeah, Dave makes some
nice ones.
Almost every, well, I think basically every robot that's ever been in the shop has been designed by Dave.
I believe the Dragonfly was Hunter's, right?
Yes.
That was nice anyway. But yeah, no, Dave makes some nice ones.
I'm always impressed how he can do it, because I remember trying to make some originally for the shop, and mine were, they just had to give up on me. They were like, no. We thought maybe we could develop it, but no chance of me trying to make robots. Keep going.
Man, them electroplates though.
Jesus.
He is taking a beating. What do you think? Like
Jesus, he's still alive.
a 40% buff to plasma damage?
Yeah, I think that's the.
This one game alone is enough data to buff him by 40%, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh,
You notice, he was getting pissed off earlier, right? That guy who wasn't shooting a tower, and instead was shooting like... I'm just going to say, I'm not judging you. That's perfectly reasonable. I'd do the same. But don't be questioning other people about it.
Yeah, no. It's called the double standard.
I would agree.
So sick.
Oh, get in.
Damn it. No, he shot my front thruster.
Is-
Bye. Oh, you got his rails off though. Didn't do too bad. What? That robot is ridiculous.
Flip
Stuck upside down.
over.
He's just waiting there. Oh, yeah. That's good.
GG.
What's the score at the end then?
That's the important part.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that didn't do too bad.
Fourth.
Oh, it's so embarrassing.
KD 10 for 7.
Still.
Who came first? What are these guys' scores? 17 for 2. I mean, obviously Rail came first.
He was ripping.
Well, with Andrew in the game and all his suicides, I mean, it's obvious who's going to go first, right?
Nah, wait, how many times did it rail down? 4.
It's like, you're on a different... what was the old... In CSS, in Office, there was like a motivator on the wall, and it's just like, be part of the fight without actually being part of the fight, or something like that. But as a sniper.
Oh.
I got a decent amount of money though.
Yeah, it's
Get that money, yo.
Unnecessary.
unnecessary soon. Not yet. Very necessary.
It's a good thing you got that RP as well, and they can buy a few more blocks, because you don't really have enough going for you at the top right there.
Yeah, no, I know, right?
So, 3,360 days of premium.
Yeah.
Is that all out of your pocket? Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Same with my GC.
No, with Andrew, every time he gets his paycheck, it just goes straight into GC. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Big supporter of the game.
Dedication is real.
How you're surviving, I don't know, but
I use GC to buy milk.
I think there was a question from this guy again further up. If we want to answer another one.
From who?
Yeah, we have another one.
Oh right, I didn't notice that one. Yeah. So the question is,
Is that a mark one? Yeah.
Oh yeah. Don't give stuff away. You can't say that word. Damn it, Louis.
It's the best
I
man.
think he has a second part to his question. Yeah, that's what. Well,
Oh.
it's the same.
Yeah. I summarised it all as, where's the TP at, yo?
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh, someone said hi to me in chat.
Oh,
But we should do a countdown. Actually, it makes sense.
alongside Andrew Jam. Yeah. Where you going, dude?
We'll do it for the next battle. We'll do a countdown so that people can jump in.
Yeah, that'd be quite cool.
Number 2.
All right, so there's that one, which is quite. It's just what's being worked on, Louis.
I just don't know how much of it we can talk about.
Really, the best thing to know is that, well, Mark is on the forums at the moment with like 5 or 6 sticky threads talking about exactly what we're working on. So if you jump onto our own personal forums, then that's a good place to start. We will be talking more about what we're doing as time goes along.
Trying to keep the community more informed. Good plan of ours. Ooh.
Go up.
I didn't like that.
Does always help.
I've lost a lot of thrusters.
No, up. No, that's down. It's not even paying attention.
There we go.
Going upside down instead. Perfect.
Need to go back that way.
So that would have gibbed him if he didn't have his plates there. Flip onto your back, dude. Yeah, the bloodlust. He's just going straight into enemy territory just to try and kill you.
Wants you back.
Benefit with the little loops. There we go.
Oh, beautiful.
The struggle. Khan987. 3 questions from Khan. Guy's doing a good job. Khan987 asks, and I'll go ahead with this one. Can you please add in-game bug tracking systems for players? So basically, we have 2 guys who do QA now. We actually just hired another one. 100% increase to our testing team, not including when a build is ready and everyone in the office tests together. But we have now have 2 dedicated testers, and we have 1 customer support guy. If we had a bug system for people to kind of send us bugs and stuff through that sort of system, one of those 2 groups would have to be the ones to go through it. Now, Dan, our support guy, has a sort of jaded, glassy look in his eyes at this point. I don't want to push him anymore. You walk in the morning and it's like, "Morning, Dan," and he's just like,
Yeah. What can I do today?
"Who are you?" I don't even know if he's gone home, honestly. And on the flip side, if it went to the actual testers, then it would take a lot of time out of their testing. What I am planning on doing, possibly, is continuing a tradition we had previously, which is to have dedicated. Oh my god, that's gorgeous! I never thought frosted sticks could look so good. Good in a really kind of manly kind of way. That's not like you wouldn't take that out and be like, "Hey, check out my ride," because they'd be like, "That looks horrendous," but. Oh, go on.
Oh,
gorgeous.
Nice. Oh, they're just taking you guys out.
That was Dev Hacks, right?
So yeah,
Dev Hacks, right?
Dedicated players who we know are online a lot and like to break stuff, who will be the ones to report bugs to us. It's been proven enough in the past that we need a way for players to be able to report bugs to us, but it also needs to be one that makes sense with a team of our size. And I'm not really cool with. If I had a way for players to be telling us about bugs, I wouldn't be cool with a sort of, cool, report your bugs and then we kind of ignore them kind of situation. We want someone knowing these are happening, and with a team of our size, it wouldn't be possible to have someone actually going through all the bug reports we'd receive. So, dedicated team, have them go through it, report major bugs to us, and then we can add it to our internal lists and make sure they get fixed, basically. Is Superhedge in chat? I really want... Hey, Nikos, here I do. I really want Superhedge to be in chat, because Superhedge, also known as Gilded Redditor on Reddit, is... asks, as a Gilded Redditor, I'm sure my reputation precedes me. For anyone who doesn't know, Gilded Redditor means a Redditor who has Reddit gold. And really, at that point, I'm willing to stop.
Once you've got Reddit.
Oh, there is. Yep. There is. Gilded Redditor. I looked at your Reddit account. Wait, I'm pointing at the chat, but really. And I did not see any examples of gilding. What is your excuse? And now we wait like 20 seconds for that to go live, and then we wait another 20 seconds for him to respond.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful.
It flowed really nice.
We felt like it was a real travesty when we looked on your account and found no examples.
I was actually upset. Because I thought that was brilliant. This we have a celebrity among us,
I mean, how many Gilded Redditors could there possibly be?
Like, "Hi, I'm Keanu Reeves. I want to ask some questions about Robocraft," and I'd be like, "Oh my god!" And then you background check, and it's not actually Keanu Reeves.
Some kid in Argentina.
So, I'm waiting for the explanation. I'm not going to lie.
Some kid in Argentina.
Some kid in Argentina.
Oh damn! That's terrible.
Is that an actual example, by the way?
Yes, it is actually.
Yeah. So basically, we get a lot of people who send us emails and saying, "Oh, I'm a massive YouTuber. Here's
my channel.
I'm retired." He said. So glorious. So we get people who contact us and they say, "I'm this YouTuber," and it's like some massive YouTuber, and then they've got like their Gmail account attached or something. You look, and it's some kid from Argentina or something. This was, I assume, yours is an example, something similar to those lines. Yeah, that's always good. He's also Keanu Reeves.
He's also Keanu
in addition
Reeves.
To being a Gilded Redditor.
Impressive.
The situation has changed dramatically.
Look at this guy just hanging.
Oh my god.
Is that a disconnect? It must be.
Yeah. I'm gonna kill him.
You?
Oh, I didn't kill him.
No, he went back to the mothership. It's just taking a while to realise. Who's in this game? Right.
Interesting players. You guys winning? Oh yeah, you got all 3 towers.
Just seal clubbing right now.
Seal clubbing. Seal clubbing's exclusively for low tiers.
Damn it.
Oh, rubbish.
Hey,
You're doing so well. And you've got railed out sky, no problem.
Dinch, I don't know what the pronunciation on that is, but yeah, no, we're always looking for ways of optimizing. So in fact, in the past, we've actually done quite a bit of improvements, quite a few improvements, and the update specifically stated that their optimizations and have increased frame rate. What you're experiencing is worrying. If you don't mind, just like email our support with like the specs of your PC and something. Maybe there's a specific piece of hardware or something that's causing a problem, and if there is, then we'd like to know about it. It shouldn't have dropped to such an extent, saying 60 frames down to 30 frames down to 15 frames per second through different updates.
No.
I mean, to have that dramatic.
Yeah. No, I think we'd have a lot more posts about it on the forums if it was happening to a large.
Which is what I'm saying. Yeah,
exactly.
if it's a particular piece of hardware, it'd be useful to know.
One-shotting me again.
Oh my god, he knows your weakness now. He found that cube that you accidentally attached directly to the bond below.
Classy Viking asks, "Hey Freejam, any plans to give Dwarven Helm and Beard to streamers with Viking in their name who weren't around for the Ogscast promo?"
Oh.
What extremely vague and openly. Contact us, dude. We'll see what we can do. Let's see. Melon Raid. Melon Raid can't really happen anymore because I put a 20-second slow on. Foolish melons. Is that something we can answer? Has Robocraft been updated to Unity 5?
So, Robocraft has not been updated to Unity 5, mainly because there's going to be issues with updating, and they're going to need to be fixed, so it's probably not the most appropriate time to do it. But we do have a new member of the team, Coda, currently who's upgraded his version to Unity 5, and is going to be slowly going through it, trying to find any bugs and fixing them so that we can eventually do it. Because we do want to upgrade to Unity 5 at some point. Obviously, it's going to be beneficial to us. Just too slow there, Andrew. Very close. Very
Almost got him there.
What town did they capture? Oh, that's that guy.
It'd be nice having a sofa in here.
Yeah, it would do.
I was thinking like the chair seating is a bit awkward, but yeah. How many developers are working at Freejam now? It's increased a lot very recently.
Yeah, it has.
Sorry?
About 30 of us.
Yeah, I'd say that there's something like 25 now. 25.
But we have some people on for short term to do specific tasks, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
I've been wanting to do a post. So, for those of you remembering Christmas, we did a Merry Christmas, We Are Freejam post where you kind of saw everyone who works here. I'm thinking it's been like half a year since then.
Yeah.
It seems like a very appropriate time to do another one. So I might just do another one of those. It's probably the easiest way to answer the question, really. Also, change the about page because there are still people who believe that there's only 5 of us. You, me, Andrew, Humnes, who was at the window, and who else have I had on stream? I feel like Mark. And Mark.
Maybe.
Oh, that's right. They have proof that Mark exists.
We don't just blame everything on him.
No, Rick and Seb streamed once ages ago.
Oh, nice shots. You might want to watch that one on stream.
4 minutes ago.
There you go.
Yeah, go for it.
Be right back, friends.
He's talking to David, I think, so that's why.
Watch that. Wait, watch the shot.
No, that's right. We had the replay on here.
Boom.
That's pretty good. Good. Not as good as that sick shot you did into the air, though.
Oh, yeah.
But that was...
I'm going to catch him again. There he is.
Hey, read here. Oh, man. Can you unlock the FPS? When you say unlock the FPS, do you mean you're on 60 frames per second and you want it to be higher?
There we go.
Oh, Good day, Mark. So if we do one of these here and one of those, so that Louis has somewhere to sit as well.
So we're doing painting, cubes. We're going to paint cubes, colours.
Mark, no! Not even as a joke!
We figured it out.
Damn it, Mark! These are your first words!
Not even hi.
Not even hi. Not even hello. So we wanted Mark D. Jammer onto the stream today to answer some questions. For those of you who don't know, which is probably pretty much everyone, you've not really been on the forums much recently or anything. Mark is the game director of Robocraft. So between him and Sergey and Louis, all the design decisions get made, and Mark is the one who repeatedly tells everyone that their design decisions are bad, and the Marks are obviously the single best.
No. No.
I say this now, but when we're out there... so we have some questions for you. So number 1 is from GameWizlacher, and he asks, what are your intentions with the wheels? Will they get restabilized and return to their epic speeds?
I was thinking about this because we had this basic problem that if we make the wheels as fast as they were, which were quite fun for us because we're really good at driving wheeled crafts and we're really good at building wheeled crafts. It was not very much fun for a new user who builds a really terrible craft and can't handle the speed. So the obvious thing to probably do as a solution is to make sure that the epic speed does come back, but more so in the higher echelons of the game, higher tiers. So our kind of thinking is
so it scales kind of thing.
Definitely bring back ridiculous speed, possibly more as a factor of allowing thrusters to make wheels much faster than they currently allow, and more so at tier 10 than in tier 1. So the new users don't have to contend with, you know, I can't control my vehicle, and then the old users can have. I try not to use the word old users. So the experienced users can
veteran players.
Yeah, go ridiculously fast, and because they know how to build to cope with that speed, they can really benefit from it. So it's fun both ends.
What about tier 10 players like Andrew, who are bad at the game?
Yeah, maybe that's just a good way of preventing him from getting into tier 10 and making it all crap.
Jealousy.
How can I add Galaxy Cache to my wish list on Google Docs? We should implement that. It's good. Okay, so Hunstrons asks, where do you intend to take the competitiveness of Robocraft and into what level?
Well, ultimately, we want to have. We've noticed with the game that we have like a broad audience, right? We definitely have young kids who playing Robocraft in quite a mid-core way. We also have kids playing in a super hardcore way. We also have middle-aged guys like me playing it in both ways as well, right? And so clearly we've got an audience, a section of audience that likes the engineering side and really exploiting the complex depth of building robots and wants to play really competitively against other players who are, taking it as seriously as them. But clearly there's another bunch of people who just want to come in and have a laugh. And that's the bit where we've struggled, I think, to cope with such a broad range of audience. So I think our ultimate goal is to not lose sight of the fact that actually Robocraft is quite fun and can be a bit silly and funny sometimes, and that's all good. But also that we want this kind of we want to really support the competitive side, because we have a load of really engaged users at that end of the game. So our first step will be to launch. We've virtually finished all of the ranked development. We've got our ELO system implemented, tested, simulated. We know it works. We've got the matchmaking virtually finished, code side. We've got all the new UI for showing you your rank changing and a screen to show you your current rank. And all of that's ready. So that's the first step. Launch rank only for the top end robots. Possibly even only for level 100. We're not really sure. And match make all the players by skill, so that it becomes really competitive. And then obviously we've been talking to the Faceit guys and other people like that. We'd love to do tournaments and leagues and clans and all that kind of stuff, and we never lost sight of that. We always want to do that. And now we've got a bigger team, maybe we can do that sooner than we could before. So,
but I mean, even saying getting ranked in for the competitive players, having a ranked mode that all the competitive players can enjoy will let the more casual, relaxed players play non-ranked, and that is in itself something for the more relaxed, chilled, joking about players.
Yeah. And we want to change all the game modes. They're all on kind of equal billing, so it feels like more of an open choice you're making as a player, rather than any kind of funneling towards kind of one style of play. Whereas at the moment we kind of say play battle mode. We're going to change that to more equal billing. So I'm hoping that will make it feel a bit freer, and but we're still discussing about when we're going to launch Ranked. But I believe we can launch it very, very soon, like literally in a few weeks' time. So I still need to agree with you and a few of the other guys which launch it could be in. But it's so ready. It could go out really soon if we choose to do it. So
it's like no one wants to take the tower.
You should write insults to everyone in chat for not trying hard enough.
I seem to notice that one other person is currently zoomed in and firing as well, and they could be attacking the tower. I don't know who's doing that, but
why is no one attacking the tower?
You're the one complaining about it.
Man, put them to death. Destroy the tower.
Maybe I should go get myself healed first.
Pit stop.
And back up.
That's a good fly you got there.
Oh, thank you. It goes forwards and backwards.
It just kind of hangs there as well.
It's a really cool. He was actually using that before we changed helium as well. Now we just
got helium in there.
Yeah.
It's nice you see these sorts because you don't normally see those sorts.
Does it stay in the air with helium?
Yep.
So it just sits still if you want. That's cool.
Just thought I'd put that there.
Oh, 15 kills, not bad.
Someone in chat asks, "Can you describe the pit game mode, or is it too early for that?"
It's up to you.
How about you describe what you currently have in mind, and then if people don't like it, they'll shout and rave on the forums. You thought I was going to say no, didn't you?
Okay. The pit is all against all, free for all. We're going for something quite simple. So it's really simple concept. You're having to fight everyone else. And as soon as you get a kill, you fully insta-heal back to full. So if you're a really good robot and you're really playing well, you can get 20 kills in a row without being killed. And so we're going to have all of that kind of voiceover that says, double kill, triple kill, all of that kind of stuff. And you're going to get different amount of points depending on if you kill somebody who's currently on a triple kill. So say you just killed 5 guys in a row, you're on quintuple kill, or whatever we call that. Legendary or
Drog-like.
Drog-like, and I kill you, I will get 5 points. Whereas if I killed you and you were on 1, then I will get 1 point. And it's just a race, whoever gets 50 points first. And then the current winner will be shown in the HUD, your score will be shown in the HUD, and the current top score will be shown in the HUD, and whoever gets to 50 first is the winner. And everybody will get rewards based on all of their kills and stuff like that. So really kind of simple, quite mid-core mode, but we reckon it'd be really super fun and just a completely different way to play, because at the moment there's this whole team feel, and this will just be a bit intense, I think.
Yeah.
So it should be good.
We just got disconnected.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Just rejoin the game.
Oh yeah, we're supposed to do the countdown.
Oh, right, yeah, do a countdown for the next one. Alright, then that's done through chat. So what you want to do is hit chat at the bottom right and be like 5, enter, 4, enter, 3, 2, 1, and then hit. Yep, keep going. And then jump into a battle. That should do it.
Oh, right. Ah. Obviously, the key thing to that is the fact that you insta-heal when you kill. So
have you decided on insta-heal or full heal, or are you still considering...
Well, there's a slight possibility the amount of heal is proportional to some... Like, we considered that in the overclocker, but we're not going to put the overclocker in this mode. We're going to try a really simple mode like this with no overclocker. And if that works, then we'll just keep it simple. Insta-heal, top score, like as simple as it could possibly be. And it's just kind of a different way of trying it. So battle mode is the really complex one that you have to learn, and it's really hardcore. And but the pit is something everyone can jump in and just try, and you don't need to think about it too much. You just focus on good robot design and play skill.
Yeah, it's almost like a sort of...
And plus you don't get you'll never get too angry if say someone leaves before the end of the battle,
because you don't care.
They're only hurting themselves. Or you won't get too angry if there's a lot of fun around stealing the kill of someone else and you getting the insta heal instead of them, and
you can almost
that'll be part of the game. So I think it'll be fun.
You can almost use the pit as practice mode against other opponents kind of thing as well. Like you go in there you're like, I think this robot's good, but I'm not sure. And you can jump in there, try it out, see how it is getting battered from all sides, rather than going into a full-on game.
Louis won't be very good at it.
No, I won't be.
He's too nice.
My idea is I like to prey on the weak as they're destroyed, and then take the glory for myself.
So I take back saying he's too nice. That's clearly not true.
Someone in the chat asked about Megabots in that mode.
Yeah.
In that
so
mode.
no. So
in the pit. Sorry.
So the basic plan for Megabots is to have Megabots feature in every mode, but we don't want to just chuck Megabots into the current battle mode. So we have something really clever, I think, unique, planned, that won't ruin that mode by just chucking Megabots in there, but allows Megabots to come in there in a really special way. And that I just don't want to reveal yet.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
We'll definitely talk with the community about it a while before we launch it. So once we know when we're going to launch it, we'll start talking to the community about it. And if they raise any issues, we'll have a chance to change it or tweak it if it's not something that or they spot some issues. So.
The word I always like to use to describe our plans for that is dynamic. It makes the combat more dynamic.
Yeah.
Which probably means nothing to people listening, but you'll understand when we reveal more. It's really cool.
It's really exciting. I think it's a really new way to do Megabots. But I think with the pit, probably we'll just allow Megabots versus Megabots.
You reckon? Is that not going to be like FPS drop crazy?
No, it'll just be a bit different and a bit fun, and then we could potentially evolve it from there. But I think because it's designed to be a super simple mode, the obvious thing to do is it's the first opportunity just to chuck Megabots in against each other. And then obviously we're going to add more Megabot parts. We are going to add the Mega Wing and the Mega Helium and
Mega lights.
Mega Tank, Mega Track.
Mega lights.
Mega lights?
Yeah, you put the light on the front, it's got multiple colours.
Yeah, maybe.
Mega light.
It'll just be so bright, you just can't see.
The rail looks at you and the guy in real life, his retinas burn off and you're just like... It's like 500 CPU per light.
So I think we'll definitely be adding all that stuff. It's not being made at the moment, so it's not going to come out like next week or anything. But I think when we get more ways to play as a Megabot, we'll be supporting those things with those other components that we'll start to roll out.
But it's worth mentioning that the pit with Megabots might not necessarily make it into the first iteration of the pit.
No, it definitely will.
Okay. Okay, cool. Fair enough.
But I mean, this Unleashed launch that we're talking about on the forums at the moment, this will be the last time we sort of just change the current game. We're sort of confident that's going to give us a better base with the fact the progression changes and the removal of the tiers and this kind of just a cleaner sort of foundation. We think from there we'll be able to start adding all the cool stuff we've talked about in the past, all the SEUs, the ranked, the Megabot stuff.
Some of the new ideas that you and Sergey have been talking about. That
all the other
tiers
crazy
get in
stuff
the way
coming
of.
out.
Yeah. Cool.
And we're going to be colouring cubes. We're going to be painting cubes. We've figured it out.
Is this real? Are you actually doing that?
No. I think everyone should just go on the forum. I've suggested an idea. I really think it can work. I really hope.
Oh, you've written the post on the forums while we were in here?
Yeah.
Okay.
And they were on the forums just telling me, shut up, Mark, we were watching the stream.
Good.
Love the users.
Paint hype. I need to get onto the Japanese Twitter and tell them immediately. Just cut the stream here and walk out. Alright, we've got 10 minutes remaining because I want to keep a nice solid 1 hour slot. So let's go on to another question for you, Mark. You like this one? What are the current plans for SCUs? Are they on hold?
Okay, so I'm not going to reveal at this point what the SCU's final abilities will be. We'll definitely tell the community beforehand because I think it'll be a good opportunity for them to kind of...
You're crazy, this is straight crazy overpowered, you don't understand kind of thing.
We've gone for a simpler way of doing the SCUs. So we simplified the original idea. We still think they'll be an absolute game changer. But we simplified them so that it doesn't break the games. You know, we want to release them and people like it. But we've virtually completed the work. So now we just have to choose when to launch it.
Test, polish,
and as we've said, like on the forums, our plan is to now, not try to just chuck everything we've done out to the users and have it all a bit crap and a bit buggy and a bit unpolished, but instead like launch them one at a time, but launch frequently. So our current plan is to do like a 4-week cycle with a big feature every 4 weeks. But because we've got a whole load of them already kind of ready,
Cube underneath as well.
I think what we could do with the next after Unleashed is launch something pretty big 2 weeks later and something pretty big 2 weeks after that. But then after then, sync into the 4-week cycle. And we've got programmers coming free now who can focus on just polish as well. So we want to improve the frame rate, reduce the memory usage, fix some of the physics bugs, the rudder, which we know what the rudder bug is, and we know everyone wants it fixed. But it's a really complex mathematical genius physics.
Is it like a recode from scratch kind of situation?
No, it's this thing called the inertia tensor. So whenever part of the robot gets destroyed, the centre of mass moves, obviously. And the physics engine also has this thing called the inertia tensor, which determines how the inertia of the robot is affected by the change of the centre of mass. The inertia tensor needs to be recalculated every time the centre of mass moves. But calculating the inertia tensor is, you see the formula, it's really, really complex. And we spoke to the guy at Unity who does their physics engine stuff with PhysX, and he said, I wouldn't know how to do that. And so we have to figure out how to do it, and he can't do it. So
is it a sort of, you can do it, but it's going to cause complete lag out, or?
No, it's not a performance thing. We believe we can do it, but we believe it will take us a couple of weeks to do it. So at the moment you've got a kind of, you can have one programmer spending 2 weeks fixing that bug, which we should do now because we've got enough coders. But before we didn't have many coders, so it would be like he can fix that one bug and it will take 2 weeks, or he can add ranked. And for us, we've always been like, we want to get new features out, and maybe we haven't cared as much about fixing bugs as we should have. But now that mentality is changing, so I think very soon we will be putting somebody on that solution.
That question was brought to us by Khan987. Shocking. This one guy's asked like 4 of the good questions so far. We've talked about Demo Monkey was going to ask about Megabots in Robocraft, but we've spoken about that quite a bit already.
Hovers? I think we're going to hovers, aren't we? Oh, do you ask?
No, that Louis did that one. Unless you want to talk about it more, but
what did you say?
Promised loads of amazing things.
Hovers, 500% speed increase. When you hold down shift, they actually go through the floor intentionally.
Flames come out the back.
Flames come out the back.
All coming next week.
Of course. Leave the best till last. It's that one. So we've seen on the forums recently and a while back, the rotating platform turret stuff has come up again and again. The question is by Hunchbuns. Now, this is a question I'm sure everybody would like an answer to. The dreadedly ever popular turret joints. Now, we'll put aside the fact that he's actually stated that as a statement rather than a question, but assume.
Yeah, well, if you looked at the original artwork of Robocraft, like the stuff that's on the wall there, right? That robot used to work. I mean, you could build that, and it used to work that way. That joint between the gun mount at the front, is it visible on the?
We can make it visible.
Just show them.
This might be a bit awkward. I'm not sure if they've actually seen this part of the world yet. So there you go.
Yeah, so this joint here, right, and these were guns. These were the original SMGs, and they could not actually steer on their own. You had to put them on a cube, and then you had to put your cubes on a joint. And this joint steered wherever you pointed your camera, so you basically built it that way yourself. This joint used to work. So even see down here, I don't know if you can see. Can you just see down here?
Yep.
So this was springs.
Oh, you can't see it because of the light.
So these were actual springs, and you could place them, and it created suspension on your robot. So all of this worked. This wasn't just a piece of art. It actually worked. So we had these issues, right? This joint, to do this in Unity, creates 2 rigid bodies, this one and this one. And to add a spring here, created 2 rigid bodies, this one and this one. And in order to get 15 players fighting 15 players, you need to keep the number of rigid bodies down, and joints are really heavily computationally expensive in the physics engine. So at the moment, it would be really difficult to do it without absolutely killing the frame rate. But we are upgrading to Unity 5 now. So we are upgrading to Unity 5. And Unity 5 have done Unity have done tons of work on the physics engine between 4 and 5. And they have massively optimized the physics engine. So us being able to do things like that may be a lot more possible, but we will have to investigate it, right?
I'm doing such a bad job with this camera.
Yeah, it's fine.
You reckon?
Ever since we had joints working,
Yeah.
we obviously love joints, and there's so many possibilities that can come from it, but we also don't want to kill the performance. There's some other design issues which I'm sure we can get around, such as, if you stick an SMG that can aim on its own on a turret that can turn, what real advantage does it give you? So it has to be designed through so that it actually creates loads of really useful design options rather than it's just for the hell of it.
Yeah.
But basically we're at the position where we really love the idea, and we acknowledge the fact the community loves the idea. We acknowledge the fact that possible engineering stuff you could do if you had it would be great. But at the moment, it's not in development. What is in development is the upgrade to Unity 5, and that will potentially allow us to do more stuff like that.
Cool. 3 minutes remaining. Any special messages?
Can't see you.
I mean, they can see enough of me. Would you want to see me if you had a choice in them? I don't even know I'm asking. There we go. Now in all my resplendent glory. Yeah. Any last words? Any last words?
Not necessarily. I want to say adeus to my Portuguese friends in chat, as I saw many of them wanting to say hi to me before the
To make them feel special, I want to hear a Portuguese conversation between you two.
Não é preciso fazer isso.
Não podemos falar um bocadinho de português, não é? Só um bocadinho.
Só um pouquinho.
Miúdos ali, lá fora,
Yeah.
no internet.
Japanese?
Japanese. Yeah. 何も言ってないね。何がいいわからないけど、これでよしと思います。
What did you say?
I have no idea what to say, but I think just this alone is alright.
Mark, give us some German.
Give us some German.
I can give you Essex.
Well, it's not very good for stream if you threaten to bottle him. Cool. Go when? You got 2 minutes.
Okay.
Some guy's asking if we can remove the 60 FPS lock.
Oh yeah, he was talking about that earlier.
Yes.
Oh, isn't the problem that it'll set everyone's computers on fire? As said, very pleasantly put it to me once.
No. So there's a way that we can basically unlock it and not set everyone's computer on fire. Obviously, loads of games do it, so we just need to do it. I don't think it's going to be a difficult thing, so we just have to do it. I think we can do it soon.
New moderators will be announced, if not this week, then at the very latest next week. Official Robocraft wallpaper. Nah. ありがとうございます。そんなに上手じゃないと思うけど。Convert classic into pit. Probably nice to have both, really, isn't it? Let's see, is there anything else in there? No. 1 more minute remaining. You better do this. I can.
Ah, what a disappointment.
You jinxed me there.
You lost to that.
What is that?
Clearly better than your.
What are you driving? It's a horrible box.
Is
it's
it
a
really,
gun
Andy?
box.
It's a prism box.
It's a prison.
It's made completely of prisms.
Magical. That's quite cool, actually.
I didn't like the previous
No.
update because I had to remove my
It's not
tier
cool.
7 gun off this.
I'm actually coding the hoverblade stuff right now. You stopped me to make me stream.
Yeah, I know, but like, no one uses hover, so it doesn't really matter.
They're too slow. They're too damn slow.
I'm using hover.
Let's make them go really fast.
I'll give them to the end of 5 o'clock, so we can have 1 minute pass, but at that point we're going to cut the stream, and you might not see much of Andrew in the future.
Failed
I can do this.
I believe. Oh, dodge!
Can you pull off an expectate?
Expectate!
You guys are just charging at me.
Too many of them.
No.
Oh, that's alright, buddy. Cool. Well then, assuming that you're going to win this, shall we end up here?
Yeah, sounds good.
Cool. Thanks for joining us, Louis and Mark.
Nice
and
to see you guys.
Andrew, indeed.
Thank you.
And then we hit this cool little button over here. Actually, I'm going to go into, for the sake of editing and uploading later, I think it'll look cooler if I turn this on and then turn our voices off. See you guys. Thanks for stopping by. Bye.